What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN. It is the 23rd day of November, and you are hitting the like button and subscribing. Let's get into it, my friends. We are at $0.031, officially reclaiming the 003 level, and that's beautiful to see. Yesterday's close. What's really nice to see is that compared to some of these other pumps that we've seen, these little miracle pumps along the way since really October 10th here, is that this thing has persisted. It didn't give back immediately the next day. We're actually just hanging out here, which is nice to see. I wonder if we look at the short-term stuff, if there's signals that we're going to continue or if we're at a topping point to consider pulling back from. Let's see. I like what you're doing here, though. I think it looks good. It looks healthy. It looks strong. Super strong. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame here. Oh, my God. Oh, your God. Oh, whatever it is. I don't know. Whatever's the least offensive to people, or maybe the most offensive, right? From here, higher lows, flat top, the writing's on the wall. We're moving higher. Now, with that being said, I want to be very clear here. There is always the possibility that we could move lower. I've seen a bunch of setups lately in crypto where these kind of scenarios, these very obvious scenarios that you'd move higher, they actually break out to the downside, and then you move higher. So if Zebec, you're at like 0029 or 0027, you likely still do recover and move back up to the upside. Okay, so don't get discouraged if we do break out of this to the downside. It's discouraging, especially if you're wanting it to go right now. But likely what happens is, regardless if we break out to the downside or to the upside, we're going to go up no matter what. And from here, if we do move to the upside, I would assume we see a move that is pretty much in tandem with what brought us up here to begin with, right? From a low here to a high, a move like this at a breakout point right there, that would take us all the way up to about 2047. 2047. I want to look at the 4 hour time frame real quick. We're not even looking at the indicators yet, man. We'll look at the indicators. We'll look at the. Let me bring this back real quick. Hold on. I mean, maybe that's where we go. We might stop at lower levels or something like that, but I would think that we go here or even higher. Maybe we do go all the way up to 2048 or 2005. But let's look at the 1 hour time frame again. I want to look at these indicators here. MACD's dying off in bearish momentum. Looks bullish overall in the stochastics and the RSI. I don't have a problem with this at all. You've got higher lows in the price, lower lows in the RSI. Makes me think you go higher. The one thing I don't like is that you have a bit of a downtrend, lower lows and lower highs. But again, even if you break out to the downside, I'm not worried about this thing. Right? I would be worried about Zebec if, let's see, if you start closing days below 0025, then I'd be worried about you. But until then, I'm not worried. Anything. You could be at 0026 for tomorrow's close. I still wouldn't be worried about you. All the 1 hour time frames look good here. All the indicators look good. The RSI here is rejecting the overbought zone, which isn't good on the 4 hour time frame, but that's okay. Still have this bullish consolidation phase, but maybe this is a point in the favor of the bears, suggesting that we do break out to the downside. Again, lately in crypto, with these very obvious setups, these like kind of flat, high, ascending, low structures, we have seen them bleed out to the downside and then they crash, but then they recover. So we have seen that. Just be aware. It could go to the downside. It's fine. Typically, I'd have no problem calling for the upside here, but just because lately I've seen this kind of tomfoolery happen, I want to make you guys aware of it so we're not getting our hopes crushed if we do drop. It's okay if we do. It's a higher low. It's not a big deal. Stochastics are bullish. The MACD is bullish. What we did on the MACD is something exactly as to be expected. But if you've been watching my channel at all for the past month or two, we've been talking about this, where you cross above the zero on the 4 hour time frame with the MACD. We consolidate for about a day and a half to 3 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles now. Probably consolidate for another couple of candles, and then we move higher. Or maybe we consolidate for another couple of days, and then we move higher. But soon enough, we will move higher. Daily time frame, looking at this here. MACD. I want to call it bullish divergence, but I don't know if it is. We just flipped green. That's nice, I guess. Stochastics look healthy. And the RSI, we are at a point to reject. So I don't think it would be detrimental to reject here. But I think it would be so much better if we didn't, if we broke through, if we could break through this point where we've been rejecting, right? Not just here that we've been rejecting, but even back here that we've been rejecting. If we can break through this point, I think that'd be nice. So push higher. Don't really give anything back. That's just my thoughts. But even if you do, whatever. I'm just impatient. I want to see you run. Stochastics have crossed back to the green effect. You're bouncing off the oversold zone. The RSI is bouncing off the 40. The MACD is right around the 0. Perfect area to bounce. All good signs. Massive reversal this week. Bitcoin this week is down 6.8%. You are up 6.7%. That's incredible. And I really think that you are validating that this was a fake out. This was a fake breakout. Slightly lower low, capitulative event. Really, you just found support at prior resistance points. Everybody's focused on the fact that you're going lower here. Nobody's focused on the fact that, oh, we found significant turbulence here before. Oh, we had a little shelf here before we dropped. This is a significant area to bounce from. Oh, from a low to a high, that was our 0.5. And the majority of cryptos since 2023, for whatever reason, have been finding significance at their 0.5, both as support and resistance. I don't know why, but it's just been happening. And what an immaculate reaction you've had. ZBCN is likely going to new all-time highs from here. We will absolutely see something that is around, I mean, probably at first 1 cent to 1.4 cents. You'll find some turbulence there, and they continue to rally, I think, all the way up to a 3 cent to 7.7 cent area. Normally, this 2272 to 3113, that's not a target zone in itself, but we've been identifying this as a target zone because, again, it's very compatible with the idea that from a low to a high, we see a move that is just like this, but bigger, right? And if we're going to see a move that's just like this, if this is part of our 5-wave impulsive count theory with Elliott wave theory here, our Elliott impulsive wave count, if it is a 5-legged count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, right? We're going to have a move like this, but elongated a little bit. This third leg should be bigger than the first leg. The first leg is here. That would take you to 2.2 cents from this low. So the third leg should be bigger. The next target after that would be about 3 cents to 7.7 cents. I have to admit, this makes 7.7 cents and even 6 cents less likely with how much we've dropped. It might be more considerable to talk about 4.5 to 3 cents, but anything and everything goes. We could really rip all the way up to our money zone. We've had a handful of cryptos hit their money zone to the high point and even to their low point for supports recently. So something to keep in mind. I don't have anything else that I want to say. This is my last video of the day, so I'm just anxious to get this done with so that I can go drink some water. I'm really thirsty. And do some other things. But that's for me to know and for you to not know. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.